be making sweet and sour sauce for my chicken, and it's something I've been wanting to try. It's one of those Asian dishes I've missed, and so I looked on the internet for recipes, and not one was a mix of ingredients that I thought would be the perfect blend that I would like, that would give it that flavor that I get at the restaurant. So what I did was I sort of combined everything. Oh, I have something on the stove, hang on. I started cooking up the cauliflower to have that ready. The ingredients for the sweet and sour sauce that I found, the mix that I wanted, and I basically wrote everything down on my little pad. It's going to be 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. It's going to be coconut aminos, white vinegar, chicken broth, and some Swerve confectioners, lemon juice, salt, garlic powder, and xanthan gum just to thicken it, because I like my sweet and sour sauce thick. So those are the ingredients, and I'm going to get started. They're all going to go in this bowl right here, and that'll be the sauce. All right, so I hope this mixture works. It's basically consists of everything that I think I'm going to like for the sweet and sour sauce. So let's give it a go. All right, to make this a quicker video for you, I pre-measured everything. So what I put together in one little cup is what I measured the apple cider vinegar, and that was 2 tablespoons, 2 tablespoons of coconut aminos, and I put in also the fish sauce, and that was 1 teaspoon, and a tablespoon of the lemon juice. I like these little packets of tomato paste because they're 2 tablespoons, and that's what this recipe calls for. So, well, I'll throw this mixture in here, the liquids. This is 1 cup of chicken broth. Put that in the bowl. And now for the tomato paste. And it also calls for 1/3 of a cup of the confectioners, Swerve confectioners. This is from one of the recipes, but I guess you could use stevia. And maybe the granulated if you don't have the confectioners, but the granulated might be a little too grainy. So I'm adding the Swerve in this mixture. I'm also going to add the seasonings in here, which is garlic powder and salt. I'm mixing that all up. I'm going to add the xanthan gum after I heat this in a pot, because we're going to cook this for 30 minutes in a pot over the stove, and then add the xanthan gum last, just to give it the thickness that we want in the sweet and sour sauce. So there you have it. Everything is mixed together in the bowl, and I'll get a pot and we'll start cooking it. All right, I have the sauce in the pan under the medium heat, and I want that to boil. Once it comes to a boil, we want to have it cook for 30 minutes, and you can stir it every now and then. So should we just let the video run and watch it cook, or should we just pause it and come back later? I'm for pausing. All right, well, the sweet and sour sauce has been cooking for 30 minutes. I added the little bit, very tiny amount of the xanthan gum, and it started clumping a little bit, so I really had to get that stirred in. Anywho, there you have it, and I did taste this. It's very yummy. It's a good sweet and sour, pretty much like the restaurants, if not better. Now, hello. For the sweet and sour chicken, all I did with the chicken, but I just cut up some boneless chicken and I fried it up in seasoning. Then I added some Parmesan cheese at the end and let that set aside while I made the sauce. Now I have the sweet and sour sauce. So now it's time for me just to pour this sauce over the chicken. I'm going to be serving this over cauliflower rice. So I already made that. All right. So now I stir that. I want to reheat the chicken with the sweet and sour in there and let the sweet and sour soak into the chicken now. So I'm going to turn the flame on low. And there is the chicken with the sweet and sour sauce. The sauce turned out so delicious. I was really pleased. And you just put it all together and you eat it. All right, I hope you like it, and do let me know if you do in the comments. All right, I'd love it. I'd love to get your feedback. It always makes my day. Bye.